Okay, Miss Nash. She like, man, ask me no questions. Okay, for you, what was this experience like? What did you learn? Because you had to go through this together.
Yes. It was tough. We got through it. I learned a lot. And like my wife was saying, it is easy. Once you get to knowing what you're doing, because we were clueless. We didn't know. But as we kept going, it was like, oh, okay. And we would show each other, you know, the progress. She'll have her own set things to do, and I'll have mine. And we'll come together and show each other.
And we accomplished.
Right. So
we
become
had another person working with us, and we all three hit. No, it was like 5 heads.
Yeah, and we always come together every morning, trying to get this.
And we were determined. And the people at UPS were so pissed off, boy. I mean, you know, my friends up there, they were like, "We're gonna do this." Right. You know, you're gonna get your book back. We're gonna do this, and I appreciate her, commend her so much, and thank her to this day that they helped so much up there. And Amy, I appreciate you and everybody up there at UPS, because it wouldn't have happened. We all came together in UPS like it was our office. you know, they were there for me. It was a struggle. Yeah, it was a struggle because, I mean, a person tell a person that, hey, I'm not into selling the books. I just want to get my story out there. And that's where we came in with the friction. Like, you know, I was like, wow, I'm done. You know, let's get this year on over with. We ain't got to argue no more. You know what I'm saying? And I was very, very good to the person. You know what I'm saying? So God is good. God moved us on. You know?
So, Ms. Nash, what would you ask a publisher if you were going to write a book, or I'll say when you write your book, and let's just say you know nothing of this. Well, I'll put it this way, you've heard of this, right, but you don't know about it. What would you ask a publisher?
When it's all said and done and we go our separate ways.
Well, if you're interviewing a publisher to publish your book, what would you say that person should ask somebody when
That's what she's trying to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was gonna ask.
I know what she was coming with. You would ask like
when the contract is up and done.
Before that, when you say, hey, listen, I'm writing a book, I need to talk to you.
But see, we be clueless, so we don't really know what to ask.
But now you've done it. So now, what will you ask? Yeah,
like I told you,
right?
The POF,
POF file,
and how is it set up, and probably more so what trying to watch next, you know,
be closer
to seeing exactly what they're doing instead of just being in the dark, you know, because if you're a publisher, you're supposed to work together, and if you going off and doing your own thing and then leave you clueless and not understanding. That's why we're where we were at, because my wife was in the dark. She didn't know.
But also, let's say if your publisher has written a book, should you read their book first and get an idea of where they were? So what did you get from their book?
Nothing.
There you go. Thank you. Because because that's important. And the person I read their book, I read the same book that you read, and without saying any names, my first thing was trying to figure out what the title was. I couldn't figure out that word anyway, but it was misspelled and was brought to the attention of the person. They said it wasn't. So I was nervous at that point that you know, you're going to do that. But I read the whole book, and somewhere in there I got lost. Mind you, I work with special needs kids, so it should be hard for me to get lost. But I got lost in the book, and I did not finish it because there were things in there that should not have been in there. And as I read the book, my mindset about the person who wrote the book changed.
Right. Well, I understood more about the book when I went to see the play. I saw the play and it was amazing. Wow. And the play was amazing. And I understood more the book when I saw it on the screenplay.
But see, you know what? It shouldn't be that way. Because guess what? If I didn't go see the play.
Okay.
Because the book threw me. So if the book throws me, then I have no reason to go see the play. It's just like I mentioned years ago.
That was just moral support.
You know, right, yeah. But I mentioned, okay, let's go back to The Exorcist. I read the book. I read the book first, and the movie mimicked the book. Okay. So the book inspired me to go see this movie because I'm like, oh, I gotta see this, you know, because some of the, and I'm using Exorcist because it's old and most of us have either seen the movie or read the book or did both. But when you read the book, certain things in that book you know, in your head trying to figure out how that could happen, you know, and you know, especially when her head was spinning around and the split piece too. I wanted to see that, you know, so that book drove me to go to the movies. It said, you got to go see this. And a lot of people write a book and it becomes a movie and you read the book, you go, I got to go see this. I have to go because you need to actually really, really see what's there. So that book did not make me go nowhere. Because in fact, the book ended up in file 13. You know, file 13. Yeah. So y'all know you know what file 13 is, right? You know, yeah. It ended up at that file. Okay. You know, so the book did not inspire me to go see nothing. Now your book, I need to go see a movie because I'm from Detroit and I recognize some areas in there. So I need to go see them area. You know what I mean? I need to go and see, man, okay, yep, that was it. Because certain places you mentioned, I close my eyes, I'm like, where's that street at? Where's that street? And I'm like, that's where it is. Okay, fine. All right. You know, but some books will make you go see the movie and will seek you out to go see, you know, to go more. And certain books, you, like I said, you read, you throw it in file 13 because if I got to figure out too much of your book, I'm not going to be reading it. Because it's too much work for me. Right. It's a lot of work. Right. You know, and I'll say recently, I read a book from somebody, and to this day this person hasn't asked me what I think about their book, and I'm glad, because I ain't like it. I read the book in a day because it only takes a day to read a book, because I'm a book reader, but the book, if I know you, I'm going to actually finish your book. If I didn't know this person, the book probably would have ended up in file 13. But the person hasn't asked me about their book yet. So, and I'm waiting to go, okay, so now I'm going to ask you. If you knew somebody who wrote a book, and you knew them just a little bit, not much, just a little bit, but enough the way you got an open conversation, and you read their book, would you tell them how the book was, or would you just wait for them to ask you? Or would you say, listen, I read it, I finished it, and boom.
Well,
what would you
really
do?
Don't ask. I would like for them to come tell me about the book.
So you rather a person call you and say, hey, listen, I read your book.
Yeah, because I got a lot of response from my book. People have called and it's so excited. Like when I walked in, Joe like, oh, I read it 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You can't put it down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing to know that when a mind frame is just when you put your foot down and say you're gonna do this and put your goals and reach every goal that you got. You know what I mean? That is amazing. God is good out here. You know what I mean? And, you know, with her doing all of that, hey, I don't even feel no bad remorse about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a learning experience.
It's just a learning experience.
Yeah, it's learning experience.
I'm saying? And I wish her the best of luck, you know what I'm saying, with her career, you know, and God has blessed me to move forward with that book and the movie.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's first of all, we missed the whole step.
Okay. Go back. Let's go back.
No, because there's something I need you to go and do.
Okay, what you need to do?
You need to go speak. because your book can let people know that certain things are okay.
Yes. Yes. It's a learning experience.
Yes.
It's going to draw. It's called Confined. It's not going to be. It's based on Trapped in Both Worlds. Okay. First off, we got so many people that's coming. We have the church people. We have the gay people. We have the criminal people. We are pulling in all sorts of crowds. That's, you know, the black, white, green, yellow, and it's going to be a really big. It's going to be really big.
But I still need you to go
really
on
put out there what a lot I want to say, but yes,
I need you to go on a talk circuit.
Okay.
Because
we were going to do that and go on tour. I'm going on tour.
Okay, because you got to do a talk circuit.
Yeah, we're going to do a tour. I'm assuming by the end of this year, everything should be together.
Okay, because there's some place I need you to go talk.
Okay.
Like real soon.
You want me to go talk real soon?
Right.
Man. It ain't gonna be 8 o'clock in the morning.
No. I don't know what she's fussing about in the morning.
I'm just saying.
I can't understand that.
It don't end tomorrow.
I don't care about her talking about how early it is. And no, your speaking engagement will be in the evening with your book.
Okay.
But you're gonna talk first. And I'll say such as, okay, in June, one of those months, I don't know. I bought Bernadette Stands to the bookstore.
Okay.
Bernadette Stands was them on Good Times. People had 2 million questions for her. So, and she knew the questions people were going to ask. Because she's now 62 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, and you were like, well, wait a minute, I used to watch that. Wait, was she what?
Thelma.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. She's 62.
Wow.
And
that's beautiful.
But it was she did a book signing, but she also told us a story behind Good Times. Such as, I didn't know JJ was 29 years old at that time, and he was a stand-up comedian.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was 29. I mean, I knew he was probably older, but 29.
Yeah.
You know, and he was a stand-up comedian, and she said that he would do his stand-up at night, not sleep, come to the set in the morning, do the set, and then go crash. So that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
She was 16 years old in the movie, in the story. She was actually 16 years old.
Yeah, she used to go out of church.
And she was talking about, you know, all the things, not the bad, but the things it took to do to do the show. Like she said that, I can't remember her real name, but Florida, the mom, when the story came out, she was not going to do, first of all, when it was coming out, she was going to be a single mother with those kids. She said no. If there's not a father figure in that story, she wasn't going to go do it. She was not going to do it. Well, as we know now, she had more pull than we thought she had, because what did they do? Created a husband. Yeah, you know, and put him in there. So there were certain things in there that we learned that Florida said, well, this is not going to happen.
Right.
This is not going to happen. So she was saying, so through the whole segment of Good Times, she wasn't the director. She was the behind the scenes, this is not going to happen person. Well, we didn't know that. You know, we just simply thought, okay, bam, here's the show. We didn't know that behind the scenes, she was back, no, this is not going, we're not doing this. This is not going to happen this way. We didn't know that. But it's important that we know it now. And we should have known it then, you know, but to know that there's this African-American woman playing on this show, and she actually calling the shots. You know, she's actually strong enough to be, we're not doing that. Well, we should know, I wish we would have known that then. And I mean, we would have had, not to say we didn't have respect for her, heck, we would have had more respect for her, you know, like, whoa, this woman calling the shots on what? You know, we would have been like, whoa, okay, we need to really support this. We need to we need to highlight her, but we didn't know that. And she told that story. So what I'm saying is before we bought her book, she told us some of the story.
Oh, she have a book out?
Yes, she has 2.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
See,
that.
her last book she was pushing is her mother had Alzheimer's. And when she was doing her book tours before her first book, her mother would go with her. Well, her mother's memory started slipping with her. So she took time away between the book now and the book then, she took time away to take care of her mother. So she talked about the hardships, the hard times of dealing with somebody with Alzheimer's. You know, what the changes and adjustments you have to make in order to do that. So she talked about all of those things and then led us to her book. So it was good. First of all, it was funny because a lot of men came in there and told her she was supposed to marry them when they were on Good Times. You know, and people asked her, who was your favorite character on Good Times? What was your favorite show? Well, her favorite show was the one when Janet Jackson was on there. That was her favorite show. You know, and a lot of people go, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. So what I'm saying is she did a book signing, but she also told a story. And that made it more friendly. That made everybody want to be more, what you want to call it, friendly, relaxed with her. You know, because afterward, everybody want to take a picture. She had a backdrop of Good Times.
Where was this at?
At the bookstore.
See, I didn't even know nothing about that because well, she used to go to our church, my grandmother's church. You know, it's two different sides of my grandmother's. So in the number streets, Reverend Patty, she was going to Starlight Baptist Church, and I've seen her a few times. I was little, I was young then, but she was about her business then in her family. So, but like I said, when she told her story, which made everybody a little more comfortable because you realize that she's not only an author and was on TV, she's a person, you know, so she actually, so, you know, when we were there, she was actually more relaxed, and people started taking pictures with her at that point. Bought the book, took pictures, because she made it more like, I'm not over there and y'all over here. We in this all together. You know, so she gave you that feeling. Well, some people came in there just to see her and to buy the book. You know, you know, because she didn't just sit there. I'm here. Come on. What you want me to say here? Boom, boom. It didn't work that way. So I like the way she did it because, like I said, she took off the. I wrote a book and I'm all that. I was on Good Times, and you know, more of that. She took that away to let you know she was everybody was talking about her fingernails. Well, she had kids late in life, so she has 2 teenagers. So she said, look what my daughters did, made me get this fingernail polish color because they told her she couldn't go on tour with our nails done. You know, so those things made her more, you know what I mean, of a person. So you, at that point, you know, you're like, everybody like, I got kids like, you know. And so we all did, because I told her, I have two daughters. My daughters they're grown, but if I go shopping with them, all of a sudden, somehow or another, I don't know how to buy clothes. There's some reason when I'm with them, I do not know how to buy clothes. Because my buy this, who? You know, I was like, who gonna wear that? I'm your mother. I shouldn't be wearing that. Oh, you'll be okay. You should. I'm like, okay. So suddenly, you know, and so for her, I felt that. I know how that is. You know, I can't even pick out shoes with my kids. You know, but on my own, I seem to be able to do that. I can't even go to the mall with mine. It was beefed out yesterday.
But you don't know, because you don't know how to buy your own clothes anymore. You know, they give you these. You should buy this. I should. And why? Because it will look good. And, you know, sometimes it's stuff you hate. But she was talking about all those things. So when you do yours at the same store.
When I do mine.
Because you're going to do it soon.
What store?
The bookstore.
What bookstore?
I will talk about that. Okay. So when you do yours real soon.
Real soon.
Real soon.
Real soon.
I need you to do a speech along with it because you have a story that goes with that. Your story transforms too many lives for them not to hear that you didn't just wake up one morning and say, okay, I'm writing all this book about all the people I met when I was locked up. You know what I mean? It isn't that. Though it probably could be a book, but that isn't your book. The book is yours. And people need to, nowadays, we have people who are identifying themselves all kind of ways. And as you know, we have people misidentifying themselves. You know, and we need to fix that. Well, I can't fix that.
Well, I have.
You see what I mean?
You once they read the book, they'll understand.
But what I'm saying, also talking, I can say, hey, listen, you're confused and you need to fix that.
Let me tell you,
but you can't.
Amazing. I went into the insurance place one day, and he was like, God was just talking to me, and he was like, I never knew how to accept homosexuality. And he was a preacher. He said, he asked God, he said, they're human, So I want to not keep hurting them, God. I need you to tell me what to do. And here come little old me in getting insurance with my book. And so when I gave my book, he was like, I'm really going to read this to understand. You know, so God working a lot of ways to bring people together that, you know, to make things amazing happen. So now he understands. Now it took little old me for him to get an understanding.
But you know, I'll say this. One, growing up in Detroit, I don't understand the difference. Because in Detroit, I think we have everybody.
Right.
We do everybody.
Right.
And everybody's like, whatever. But there are certain people, and I'll say that are homosexuals, that I can't deal with.
Right.
I can't deal with the guy with the shorts that come up to here and the shirt that's belly tied. I can't deal with that.
I know.
I can't. I can't. That's too much for me.
I know.
But you know, so I'm saying, but the point what I'm saying is, you have people whose vision is just that person. You know what I mean? That person who they see, that's the only vision they got, and that's it. And you're like, oh my God, that's the vision. Okay. And you know, you so if that's what you got, then you got a problem. Well, where we grew up, we knew everybody. Everybody was cool.
Right.
As long as you knew what you were and I knew we was all right.
Right.
It was when you tried to be crazy, we had a problem.
Right.
But we grew up with it being not I'm not going to say the greatest thing in life, but we grew up with everybody already cool.
Right.
Everybody cool. We all people, we all whatever, none of these issues.
And I'm going to say this because I met a young lady in the store yesterday, and I knew she wasn't from here. The way she was talking to me, she was like, it's not even Halloween yet. You know me, I'm in there that got everything for Halloween because it was on sale. So I had bought a whole bag full of stuff. And she was like, I kept saying, I had to think like, it's Labor Day. It's not Halloween. I was like, I know it ain't Halloween. I'm just trying to get it out the way. So she was like, I was like, you're not from here. Right? No. She said, oh, just come on, whatever. He, she, ma'am, miss. Like that. Like, so I was like, you know, you too blunt. I already know you're not from here. Where you from? She said Chicago. I said, oh, okay, that explains it because we blunt with it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, it's my birthday. I was like, okay, happy birthday. But just to say that you can tell different people from different places. You know what I mean? And it's amazing.
But it takes all of us to change. People's mindset, right? Because with us, and I'll say me, we're
used to it up.
Yeah, I'll say when I met you, how did I? Through whoever told me to come meet you. When I come met you, I had no clue.
Oh, that was your mom, I think.
Somebody.
That was Sonia and the Reverend.
But when I sat and talked with you, I had when I met you, I didn't have a clue.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I was like, oh, okay. And that was it. But the other person who sent me said, I forgot to tell you something. Well, you forget to tell me. I'm like, oh, I figured it out when I saw her.
We're funny straight.
They said, what? I figured it out when I saw her. So what did you do? Nothing. We just kept talking. I said, and then we hit on a couple of things which made both. Where you from? I said, and it was Detroit. So I was like, okay, cool. I said, so then we began to understand each other even more because we know where we're from, you know. Right. I say, so, but I had a problem. But this one lady, I was talking to her and I was telling her who you were and what we're doing, right? And you later met her. She goes, girl, you know what? You didn't tell me. I'm thinking, my brain was not Texas. My brain at that point, I was not here. Right. I'm like, let me think. What was I supposed to tell her?
Right.
I was like, what am I supposed to? I'm like, so what? Well, you know, and I'm at this point, I'm stupid. You know, I'm sounding her stupid. I know I was. I'm like, so what's she talking about? I'm like, what was I supposed to tell you? You know? Obviously, I don't, because I've been searching my brain, and zeros kept coming up in my brain. You supposed to tell me that she crossed over. What she crossed over to?
Right.
She crossed over to what? Oh, you know she wear men's clothes. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to tell you. She said, yeah, I know. She's what I didn't know I'm supposed to tell you. Do you tell people? No.
Right.
I said, when you meet people, you tell people I'm black.
Right.
She go, no. Well, you should, shouldn't you?
Right.
You know, I said, did you tell people that I'm that militant person that will step on your desk and kick you if you're doing something wrong to hurt my people? Right. She said, no, you should. You know what I'm thinking? I said, so, you know, I said, I don't go that, I don't do that. Right. I said, now sometimes I will identify people. I say, you know, if I tell you, hey, listen, Tiger, it's a lady coming over. She want to talk to you about boom, boom, boom. I might say, listen, she's about 80 years old. I'm describing her because I'm letting you know at this point, what you might say to her, you're going to have to adapt it because she's 80.
Right.
You know, so I'm going to tell you that she's 80 years old. So you know, okay, well, let me change my language because I'm going to be talking way somewhere and she's going to be looking at me like, I'm crazy. You know, so I didn't get that. I was totally clueless and, you know, I probably sounded like I was one of my special needs kids or something for a minute there. But I didn't get it. But through all of this and through all of us, those are the mindsets we need to change. The mindsets of our preachers and the mindsets of the I don't know people. We need to change that. So that's why I'm saying you need to go out there and speak and talk and see if I'm there. I'm going to ask you 500 questions for everybody else to learn.
Right.
You know, because, you know, somebody got to be there.
Well, what about we're going tour with me, but you didn't start school.
I actually got to work for a living by sheer accident. I work, but I have some work for you to be on October 7th if you're here. Okay. We'll talk about it. I need you to be somewhere.
Okay, I'll be somewhere.
Yeah, you're going to be there. You're going to talk. Okay. This is your non-book thing talk. Okay. Yes, so right. I know. She's like, what the heck is she going to have me doing? I know. You'll tell me. You'll tell me. Oh, but anyway, I'm glad you did come on because like I said, people are writing books daily. I even started a book.
Why you didn't finish it?
Huh?
Why you didn't finish it?
Because I got to figure out whose stories I'm putting in there.
Yours?
No. Okay, for the NAACP, I was the legal redress chair for 6 years. I dealt with a whole bunch of people's issues and cases. So that's what I'm going to put in there. Okay. All the cases that I dealt with that were fixed and how we went around doing it. Okay. Yeah, so it won't be about me. It'd be about things I've done for other people. Okay. Yeah. That's a start. So I'm going to start that. Because some of the stories are way over there somewhere.
That's great. And then you go to 1-800-CREATE-SPACE.
Yes.
And they will direct you the rest of the way.
Okay. Right now it's on a notebook and paper. Okay. That's a start. And certain stories I described. Oh, can't tell a story. Because certain stories, were
that's the start.
Too far away. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. But like I said, I want to thank you for coming on because a lot of people think write a book, bam, that's it. You know they do. They think I'm gonna write a book. It's gonna be done, and it's not done like that way. It isn't done that way. And also, an author needs to learn how to introduce their book. Right. Because the way the author talks about the book can help me not buy it, or can help me buy it. So that needs to be done. Okay. And Miss Nash, I want to thank you for coming on all the time because she's always on. Also, she can cook. I'm just throwing it out. They both can cook. I'm just throwing it out there because I haven't been invited to a barbecue. Well, last time I was invited when I wasn't here. No. But it's a day called Labor Day rolling through. Yes, it is. Yeah. And I might need some food.
Some Labor Day.
I'm just saying.
No, because Terry owed me. He said.
Oh, she busted you out, Terry.
Terry, did you hear that? I know you listening. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. He said he was gonna cook something. So let's get together for Labor Day.
I can do my banana pudding.
Oh, man.
That's why I don't like you. See, you were doing good. You were doing good till you had to throw that word in there. But anyway, I want to thank both of you all for coming on this morning. And like I said, we have a lot of people writing books and they need to know some direction. Yeah. And my other guest, I think he still sleeps somewhere. So I'm going to call and talk about him really bad. Because I can do that. It's good. It's fun to talk about people.
Maybe sometimes. You have people come in from Houston like us.
Yes.
From the hurricane.
Oh, yeah, you need to, and by the way, going back to the hurricane part, do take them, not take them, but take someone and see if they need to register at the community center because, like I said, they could miss out on whatever.
Do I have to do it Monday or do I have to
You can do it today.
Okay.
They're there. I mean, they're open.
I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. They won't be out.
You know, she's from Detroit.
Oh, man.
And that's one thing we have is the energy to do whatever we need to do.
I understand.
So I don't know why. She need to go back. You take her back to Detroit and just dunk her in the river a little bit. She'll be all right. You know, take her to the river and, you know, that dunk. You know, just
that one.
You just like that and bring her back. Just bring her back. Take her to Belle Isle. Yeah, take her to Belle Isle. If you don't know what Belle Isle is.
Oh, no, I know what Belle Isle is.
Okay, thank you. Because, you know, you can't be in Detroit and not know what Belle Isle is. Because that's an important part of life.
You got to pay on there now. You got to pay to get on there now.
I know, but remember the day when, okay, we're going way back just for a whole second. You remember the days of when one family member slept on the bench all night at Belle Isle so they could barbecue the next day? That was smooth.
Yeah.
The spot already taken.
Yes, sir.
You know, all the family be there.
That's it. They come in the morning because you
one
slept
person be on that bench. And then there's 1 million people that afternoon with the music banging, barbecue grills going. They like, what y'all doing?
All right, this is a good spot right here.
That's it. Everybody, and it was cute because you were safe.
Yeah.
Even though you was crazy, you figure even though we was crazy for doing that, but you were safe because you was with a bunch of other people who were saving the benches and saving the tables. So I like those days, and Detroit taught us a whole bunch about those days.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they should have made a Detroit movie with Coleman Young. That was my man. So I got out the car on Jefferson when his body was going to the cemetery. Everybody on Jefferson just stopped their cars and parked. You know, that man, that was my idol.
He was.
He was. We got another movie coming out after Confined. It's going to be called the true story behind Dre Road.
Yeah.
And then we got one more. I'm not going to tell you that one.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
It's going to be great.
I want to thank everyone for listening to Kids Community Connections. I want to thank my guests for coming on this morning. I hope you learned something about getting that book done. Putting the pen to the paper, or pencil. I'll say pencil to the paper because I think you choose pencil because you be erasing for days, you know. So, and if you're like me, after a while you just skip the whole line because you erased it so badly. But anyway,
tell the story.
Yes, and and get it out there because you never know who needs to read your book.
And again, 1-800-CREATE-SPACE.
All right, and I want you to remember Monday, the little people will be walking back to school. They're not going to be looking for your car. Right. They're going to be looking at the backpacks.
Amen.
And who got the coolest shoes.
Right.
And not your car. So, like I said, thank everyone for listening to Kids Community Connections. I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.